So as you can see, we have a completed and repaired wiper motor linkage for the Mustang. And I'm going to run you through real quick on how we reinstall these sockets and the ball studs to get the linkage back together. Now you can, when you're removing the old caps and ball studs, you can melt the caps, you can break them apart, it doesn't matter, they're just plastic. It's not like you're really trying to save them. So with that being said, go about removing those however you see fit. Try not to damage the linkage or the drive heads, whatever you want to call them themselves, because you do need to reuse those. So as you can see, I got the hardware. I did cut out a new gasket, so that was cool. You can get the gasket material from any part store. They should carry that in rolls. And I got the hardware for the passenger side drive head. And like I said, we'll show you how to reinstall these ball sockets and studs. All right, so we're currently getting into the reassembly stage for the wiper linkage. As you can see, I got these two pressed in just to give you a physical example of how they actually need to sit in the linkage arms. As you can see, they press in from the bottom, and then we have one more to install, and I'll show you how I found a way to do that. So the best way I have found is take your bushing, you kind of press it up in here like so. Now make sure you pay attention to the layout of the wiper linkage and how everything needs to sit, because that's important. And then take a 16 mil deep well socket and just lightly tap it in. And you can see it's fully seated, and now your bushing cups are done. They're reinstalled. So now we're gonna see if we can figure out how to get the whole linkage put back together without breaking these. We got 2 of the 3 sockets reinstalled. As you can see, make sure you put your little foam washers down. And then the best thing I found to do was put just a little bit of grease on each ball stud. You can use automotive, marine grease, plumber's lube, whatever you want to use. Grease is grease, and it'll help prolong the life of these plastic bushings. Now, again, the best way I found to do this was to lube up the stud and then get everything kind of situated. And you're going to put it in a vise and slowly, ever so gently, because again, these cups are just plastic, you're going to squeeze it down until you'll feel it actually pop, and it'll basically fall out of the vise, and that's how you know you're good. So let me get the camera set up and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so got everything ready to go here. As you can see, foam washer is on. Got a little dollop of grease on there. We're going to try and squeeze this into the pocket and get her home. So you can hold these however you feel is best, but the end goal is still the same here. So we'll get this kind of sitting in the socket at least, and then kind of, it's easier said than done, but you can kind of get them started past a certain point here. So let me get this arm kind of in a position so we can get the plastic cup to start. Move it down. Actually, no, I think that's as good as it's gonna get. There we go. Okay. And just, you can see it slowly start walking on, and it'll pop just like that. Beautiful. All our bushings are reinstalled. Everything's a nice snug and tight fit the way it's supposed to be. And we're ready to reinstall in the car.